Leaching process நம்ம next பார்க்க போகிறது cyanide leaching, one of the methods of concentrating ore. Here the ore, gold ore என்ன பண்ணிக்கிறோம் அப்படின்னா crushed ore எடுத்துட்டு dilute solution of sodium cyanide ஓட சேர்க்கிறோம். Dilute solution of sodium cyanide ஓட சேர்க்கும்போது என்ன ஆகுதுன்னா it is leached and aerated. Leached and aerated and forming gold soluble cyanide complexes. Leaching and aeration என்ன meaning? The crushed ore is forming a complex with the solvent அப்படின்னு அர்த்தம். நம்ம இங்கே என்ன solvent எடுத்துக்கிறோம்? Dilute solution of sodium cyanide எடுத்துக்கிறோம். It's forming a complex when reacts with air அப்படின்னு அர்த்தம். Aeratedனா reaction with air with a suitable solvent, it forming a cyanide complex. இந்த மாதிரி cyanide complex form பண்ணதுனால it's leaving behind insoluble aluminosilicate as a unwanted material that is called gangue. Now we are going to write this reaction, that is the crushed ore treated with direct solution of sodium cyanide as a suitable solvent. It get leached and aerated forming soluble cyanide complex leaving behind aluminosilicate as a gangue. The chemical equation for the above process is 4Au plus 8Cn minus plus O2 plus H2O. It get aerated and it forming a cyanide complex. Arrow cyanide complex is formed, the main product complex. Now we have to separate that the gold from the cyanide complex. For that the process used is called cementation. Cementation is recovery of metal. The recovery of metal from the complex. What we are in need, நம்மளுக்கு என்ன தேவை? இந்த metal தான் தேவை. So the recovery of metal, that process is called cementation. So for the cementation, for the recovery of metal, it is deoxygenated with zinc. Deoxygenated with zinc, that is the gold is converted into elemental state. The gold is converted into elemental state gold. So what is cementation is, இப்போ என்ன பண்ணியிருக்காங்க, the zinc metal, zinc வந்து இந்த கோல்டை விட highly electropositive. So thereby it displaces the gold from the solution and forming zinc cyanide and gold. So now gold is in the elemental zero state, pure state, and it is formed by deoxygenated in the complex deoxygenated with zinc. The displacement of the gold from the arrow cyanide complex by using zinc, that process is called cementation. So cyanide leaching process by using the dilute solution of sodium cyanide as a suitable solvent, formation of complex, the recovery of metal from the complex is called cyanide leaching process. Next one is acid leaching process. What is acid leaching process? Acid leaching process is usually the sulfide ores are insoluble in water. So that's insoluble in water. Sulfide ore is converted into soluble sulfate form. Soluble sulfate form, thereby we can easily convert that sulfate into oxide. So acid leaching is the crushed ore like zinc sulfide and lead sulfide is washed with hot aqueous sulfuric acid. By this method, the insoluble sulfide ore is converted into soluble sulfate and elemental sulfur. For example, zinc sulfide, 2 molecules of zinc sulfide reacts with hot sulfuric acid, get aerated, reacts in the presence of atmospheric oxygen forming zinc and sulfate forming zinc sulfate, and the elemental sulfur get precipitated. The H2 reacts with water forming H2O. So this is called acid leaching, where the insoluble sulfide salt by means of reacts with hot aqueous sulfuric acid converted into sulfate, soluble sulfate and elemental sulfur is called acid leaching process.